Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Vihari, Gopi Jana Vallabha, Jaya Girivaradari, Yashoda Nandana Vrajajana Ranjana, Yamuna Tiravanachari, Yashoda Nandana Vrajajana Ranjana, Yamuna Tiravanachari, Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Vihari, Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Vihari, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. What is that? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Nama Om Vishupraya Krishna Vastai Bhutale Shrimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Tanamane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharne Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasitata Shatarne Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gauravata Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Om Jnana Tirmandasya Gnanjana Shalakaya Chakshur Illuminatam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swaparantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapara Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sadrat Sagra Jatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Saha Gana Lalita Shri Vasha Kanvitam Shah. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bando Jagat Pate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sutta Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhascha Kripa Sindhu Bhyevacha Patitana Pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gauravata Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Okay, we're continuing on from Bhagavad Gita. If you're new here, my name is Dan. and I help people become more Krishna conscious. That's what I do. I came to this world to help people become more Krishna conscious and, do other things too. But yeah, that's part of it. That's part of the reason why I came to this world. So text 23, Yo yatsyamanam viksheham ya etitra samagata darta rashtrasya durbadir yade priya chikirshava. Word for words translation, Yotsya those who will be fighting, Avikshe, let me see, Aham, I, Yehu, Eti, those. Atra, here, Samagata, assembled. Dhritarashtrasya, the son of Dhritarashtra. Durbede, evil-minded, Uday, in the fight. Priya, well. Chikir Shavaha, wishing. Translation, let me see those who have come here to fight, wishing to please the evil-minded son of Dhritarashtra. Purport. It was an open secret that Duryodhana wanted to usurp the kingdom of the Pandavas by evil plans in collaboration with his father Dhritarashtra. Therefore, all persons who joined the side of Duryodhana must have been birds of the same feather. Arjuna wanted to see them in the battlefield before the fight was begun, just to learn who they were, but he had no intention of proposing peace negotiations with them. It was also a fact that he wanted to see them to make an estimate of the strength which he had to face, although he was quite confident of victory because Krishna was sitting by his side. Text 24, Sanjaya Uvacha, Ivam Ukto Rishikesho, Gudake Shena Bharata, Sanayor Ubayor Madhye, Stapayitva Rato Tamam. Sanjaya Uvacha said, Ivam thus, Ukta addressed Rishikesha, Lord Krishna, Gudakesh Shena, by Arjuna, Bharata, O descendant of Bharat, Saneo of armies, Ubayo of both, Madhye in the midst of Stapayitva, by placing Rahatamam, the finest chariot. Translation, Sanjaya said, O descendant of Bharata, being thus addressed by Arjuna, Lord Krishna drew up the fine chariot in the midst of the armies of both parties. Purport. In this verse, Arjuna is referred to as Gudakesha. Gudaka means sleep, and one who conquers sleep is called Gudakesha. Sleep also means ignorance. So Arjuna conquered both sleep and ignorance because of his friendship with Krishna. As a great devotee of Krishna, he could not forget Krishna even for a moment, because that is the nature of a devotee. Either in waking or in sleep, a devotee of the Lord can never be freed from thinking of Krishna's name, form, quality, and pastimes. Thus, a devotee of Krishna can conquer both sleep and ignorance simply by thinking of Krishna constantly. This is called Krishna consciousness or samadhi. As Rishikesh, or the director of the senses and mind of every living entity, Krishna could understand Arjuna's purpose in placing the chariot in the midst of the armies. Thus he did so and spoke as follows. Text 25. Bhishma Drona Pramukata Versarvesham cha Mahikshitam Uvacha Parta Pashyaitan Samavetan Kurun iti. All right. Let's read from the Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. Canto 1, Chapter 7, Translation. We are on text 31. All the population of the three worlds were scorched by the combined heat of the weapons. Everyone was reminded of the Samvartaka fire, which takes place at the time of annihilation. Purport. The three worlds are the upper, lower, and intermediate planets of the universe. Although the Brahmastra was released on this earth, the heat produced by the combination of both weapons covered all the universe, and all the populations on all the different planets began to feel the heat excessively and compared it to that of the Samvartaka fire. No planet, therefore, is without living beings, as less intelligent materialistic men think. Yeah, some people think like there's only life on planet Earth. Okay, so those people are considered less intelligent. If you only think there's life on planet Earth, you're considered less intelligent. Text 32, Prajopadravam Alakshya, Loka Vyati Karam Chatam, Matam Cha Vasudevasya, Sanjahar Arjuno Dwayam. Praja, the people in general, Upadravam, disturbance, Alakshya, having seen it, Loka, the planets, Vyatikaram, destruction, Cha also, Tam, that, Matam, Cha, and the opinion, Vasudevasya of Vasudev, Sri Krishna, Sanjahara, retracted, Arjuna, Dwayam, both the weapons. Translation. Thus, seeing the disturbance of the great populace and the imminent destruction of the planets, Arjuna at once retracted both Brahmastra weapons as Lord Sri Krishna desired. Purport. The theory that the modern atomic bomb explosions can annihilate the world is childish imagination. First of all, the atomic energy is not powerful enough to destroy the world. And secondly, ultimately, it all rests on the supreme will of the Supreme Lord, because without his will or sanction, nothing can be built up or destroyed. Yeah, so man proposes, man proposes, God disposes. So nothing can be done without the will of the Lord. Not a blade of grass moves without the will of the Lord, right? Now, people can't understand this, but that's okay. Ignorance runs deep, you know. It is foolish also to think that natural laws are ultimately powerful. Material nature's law works under the direction of the Lord, as confirmed in the Bhagavad-Gita. The Lord says that natural laws work under his supervision. The world can be destroyed only by the will of the Lord and not by the whims of tiny politicians. Lord, so like you can't destroy the world. Only Krishna can destroy the world if he so desires. But nobody on this planet can destroy the world because man proposes, God disposes. They might think they can, but they can't. Even if people launched every single atomic bomb in the world, it still wouldn't destroy the world. That's the thing. Now they could do some damage, you know, but can't destroy the world. Lord Sri Krishna desired that the weapons released by both Droni and Arjuna be withdrawn, and it was carried out by Arjuna at once. Similarly, there are many agents of the all-powerful Lord, and by his will only can one execute what he desires. What does Krishna desire? He wants everyone to be Krishna conscious and go back to Godhead. Okay, but since we have independence, we desire different things. Tata asadya tarasya darunam gautami sutam badan Babadamarsha Tam Raksha Pashum Rasanya Yata. Translation. Tata thereupon Asadya arrested Tarasa dexterously, Darunam dangerous, Gotami Sutam, the son of Gotami, Babanda bound up, Armarsha angry, Tamra Aksha with copper red eyes, Pashum animal, Rashainaya by ropes, Yata as it were. Translation. Arjuna, his eyes blazing in anger like two red balls of copper, dexterously arrested the son of Gotami and bound him with ropes like an animal. Purport. Ashvatthama's mother, Kripi, was born in the family of Gotama. The significant point in this shloka is that Ashvatthama was caught and bound up with ropes like an animal. According to Sridhar Swami, Arjuna was obliged to catch the son of a Brahmana like an animal as part of his duty, dharma. This suggestion by Sridhar Swami is also confirmed in the later statement of Sri Krishna. Ashvatthama was a bona fide son of Dronacharya and Kripi, but because he had degraded himself to a lower status of life, it was proper to treat him as an animal, not as a Brahmana. Yeah, just because you're born in a Brahmana family doesn't mean you have Brahmana characteristics. But the goal is not to be a Brahmana anyways. Okay, the goal is not to be a Brahmin. It's not to be a Kshatriya. It's not to be a Sudra. It's to become a servant of the gopis. It's, you know, like this whole Varnashram Dharma, it's on the material plane. Like we rise above Varnashram Dharma, right? Like I don't care about being part of Varnashram Dharma. I identify myself as an inspiring servant of the gopis. I don't care about like being a Brahmin or a Kshatriya. I could care less, honestly. Like I don't care. Like nobody cares about that. And like in the spiritual world, it's not about being a freaking Kshatriya or a Brahmana. Nobody cares. Okay, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Prayers by the demigod for Lord Krishna in the womb. That is the result of devotional service. Those who are devotees of the Supreme Personality of Godhead never fall down like the impersonalists. Even if the devotees fall down, they remain affectionately attached to their Lord. They can meet all kinds of obstacles on the path of devotional service, and freely, without any fear, they can surmount such obstacles. Because of their surrender, they are certain that Krishna will always protect them. As it is stated by Krishna in the Bhagavad-Gita, my devotees are never vanquished. Our dear Lord, the demigods continued, you have appeared in your original eternal form of unalloyed goodness for the welfare of all living entities within this material world. Taking advantage of your appearance, all of them can now very easily understand the nature and form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Persons who belong to the 4 divisions of the social order, brahmacharis, grihastas, vanaprastha, and sannyasi, can all take advantage of your appearance. I'm a what is it? I forgot. Okay. Dear Lord, husband of the goddess of fortune, devotees who are dovetailed in your service do not fall down from their high position like the impersonalists. Being protected by you, the devotees are able to traverse over the heads of many of Maya's commanders in chief, who can always put stumbling blocks in the path of liberation. Dear Lord, you appear in your eternal transcendental form for the benefit of the living entities, so that they can see you face to face and offer their worshipful sacrifices by ritualistic performances of the Vedas, mystic meditation, and devotional service as recommended in the scriptures. Dear Lord, if you did not appear in your eternal transcendental form full of bliss and knowledge, a form which can eradicate all kinds of speculative ignorance about your position, then all people would simply speculate about you according to their respective modes of material nature. The appearance of Krishna is the answer to all imaginative iconography of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Everyone imagines what God looks like, and who God is, but now it's crystal clear who God is, what he looks like, everything. Everyone imagines the form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead according to his mode of material nature. See, whatever modes people are on, that's their they imagine what God looks like based on their modes, based on the modes of material nature they're in. Some people see God as like an old man, Everyone imagines, in the Brahma Samhita, it is said that the Lord is the oldest person. Therefore, a section of religionists imitate, just like I said. That's funny. In the Brahma Samhita, it is said that the Lord is the oldest person. Therefore, a section of religionists imagine that God must be very old, and therefore they depict a form of the Lord as a very old man. But in the same Brahma Samhita, that is contradicted. Although he is the oldest of all living entities, he has his eternal form as a fresh youth. So God's form is as a fresh youth. Krishna, his form, he's like a fresh youth. I don't know his age. I forgot what they say. It's like teenager, maybe 16 or something. I don't remember. Anyways, he's a youth. He has his eternal form as a fresh youth. The exact words used in this connection in Srimad Bhagavatam are Vijnanam, Agnana, Vipapamarjanam. Vijnanam means transcendental knowledge of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Vijnanam is also experienced knowledge. Transcendental knowledge has to be accepted by the descending process of disciplic succession, as Brahma presents the knowledge of Krishna in the Brahma Samhita. The Brahma Samhita is Vijnanam, as realized by Brahma's transcendental experience, and in that way he presented the form and the pastimes of Krishna in the transcendental abode. This knowledge is Jnana Vipapamarjanam, that which can smash all kinds of speculation and ignorance. People are imagining the form of the Lord. Sometimes he has no form and sometimes he has form, according to their different imaginations. But the presentation of Krishna in the Brahma Samhita is Vijnanam, scientific, experienced knowledge given by Lord Brahma, accepted by Lord Chaitanya. There is no doubt about it. Krishna's form, Krishna's flute, Krishna's color, everything is reality. Here it is said that Vijnanam is always defeating all kinds of speculative knowledge. Therefore, without your appearing as Krishna, you are neither Ajnana, Vipapamarjanam, destruction of the nations of speculative knowledge, or Vijnanam would be realized. In other words, your appearance will vanquish the ignorance of speculative knowledge and establish the real experienced knowledge of authorities like Lord Brahma. Men influenced by the 3 modes of material nature imagine their own God according to the modes of material nature. In this way, God is presented in various ways, but your appearance will establish what the real form of God is. The highest blunder committed by the impersonalist is to think that when the incarnation of God comes, he accepts the form of matter in the mode of goodness. Actually, the form of Krishna and Narayan is transcendental to any material idea. Even the greatest impersonalist, Shankaracharya, has admitted Narayana Paro Vyaktat. The material creation is caused by a Vyakta, impersonal manifestation of matter, or the non-phenomenal total reservoir of matter, but Krishna is transcendental to the material conception. That is expressed in Srimad Bhagavatam as Vishuddha Sattva, or transcendental goodness. He does not belong to the material mode of goodness, and he is above the position of material goodness. He belongs to the transcendental eternal status of bliss and knowledge. Dear Lord, when you appear in your different incarnations, you take different names and forms according to different situations. Lord Krishna is your name because you are all attractive. You are called Shama Sundar because of your transcendental beauty. Sham means blackish, yet it is said that you are more beautiful than thousands of cupids. Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya. All right, Hare Krishna. Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We'll do a little Harinam Sankirtan and then we'll wrap it up. Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Hare Krishna. Proper posture. Posture is important. Radhe Radhe Govinda Radhe. Radhe Radhe Govinda Radhe. Radhe Govinda. Radhe Govinda. Radhe Radhe Shama Sundar Radhe. Radhe Radhe Shama Sundar Radhe. Radhe Shama Sundar. Radhe Shama Sundar. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Radha Shamasundar, Jaya Sri Vrindavan Dham, Jaya Tulsi Maharani, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Muna Devi, Jaya Sri Vrindavan Dham. Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada, Nitai Gaura Haribo, Haribo, Nitai Gaura Haribo, Nitai Gaura Premanani Haribo, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Sham. Chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Gauranga Nityananda.